Hello and welcome back to Down in the Dungeon, where today I'm going to be talking about a little bit about scale. Now, I've been learning a few things about scale in the last couple of days because I've had to try and get my figures on the map, and I've had a few words with the forum and they've come up with some answers for me, which has been great. Just going to move this map, open this map up, not too much because I want to be able to get to these things on the side here. Right, so I've got a few figures in which I brought in from the tokens, and I've got a chest, a character and another character. Now this is my wizard character that I use, and this is another one I've done and I gave it to the forum the other day, or earlier today I should say, not the other day, to use on the map to try and play around with it and see what they think. So I've got them already once, so I don't need them anymore. And I've been scaling them up and putting them on the map and looking for loss of the imagery and context of the videos, make sure the scales are right. So I wanted to make sure I didn't lose too much detail on the characters when I sized them down or up, whichever way the case may be. And I've got this other character up here. I've got the wizard up there as well. I just realised I've got another wizard up there, don't need him. I'll take him out. Let's get rid of him, and then I can zoom in, whiz him around. I don't want to do that. I can go up to this character here who I was, whoops, done it again. Keep your hands off him, keep your hands away from him, or your hand off of him, and you'll be fine. If you do that, he'll start spinning around, see? So, don't want that. Anyway, these started off as, he came out, I'd done him, and I done him at, let me just check my notes. I did him at 128, and when he came out he was so small, he was about the size of that. He was about really tiny. He was only half the chest height and I couldn't see him at all, and I thought, well, that's no good, can't do that. So then I've changed him to 128. Now 128 seems to be okay because I can see the character quite well, so I quite like that. In fact, I can actually see him, and the chest I made earlier today as well, I've put that down to see how that came out as well, and that is 164 as well, and the wizard is 164 as well. I did him the same so that I could see if that was altering anything else. So it wasn't, and let's take him up into the room so we're all together. So let's map up a bit more. Oh no, we can't. I'll do it on this bit here. Now, there you go. Right, someone did say to me I could use, if I hold the mouse wheel down, you can pan around. Well, I tried that and it's not working. Nothing happens when I press the middle mouse down. Scrolls in and out obviously, but I suppose that is panning around in a way, but it's not what I call panning around. This is what I call panning around. Anyway, maybe it's giving me the wrong key, or I'm not doing something else I should have done and I didn't read it properly. But anyway, get back to the scale thing. It's just wrong way. Once you've got your hand on it, you can move your hand off that and move around, so that's one good thing you can do, pan around like that. Anyway, the map was, original map was 2000 by 1000, which came out at 943 kilobytes, which I've been told by someone else on the forum that you need to have your maps that are 1 megabyte or less, because it takes longer to download it when someone's downloading it to you, or you're downloading it to other people to use. And so I did that. I tried to get it down. My two maps that I had were, I've still got a bit of paper here. Yep, I have. Yeah, 2000 by 1000 at 3.30 megabytes. Now, megabytes are obviously bigger than kilobytes, so I thought, well, it's well big. No wonder it can't move around on it, scale things. So, and I had another look at my other version I had, and that was 5670 by 38888. Now it's a weird size, I know, but I don't know where that came from. but that came out at 3.09, which was less than the 2000 by 1000. So I couldn't figure that out. That didn't make sense at all. But what I did decide was I would take the difference between the two sizes of like 5000, these 6000 by 4000, and 4000 to 3000, and split it in the middle. And what I got was 2000, 1000, and that didn't quite work out. It wasn't quite right. It was a little bit. I had a little bit of room left. I still had a few megabytes I could use to keep it under the 1000 or less. And anyway, I'll give it in the end result. I ended up with 2025 and 1025. So it's just a matter of changing it to 25, which gave me this this resolution, I suppose you'd call it. And I'll just get myself in position there, bear with me. So what I'll do now is I shall unlock, did the wrong one there, unlock both. They're both unlocked at the moment, so they should by rights, oops, well, I thought they would, but no, it's the other, let's do the one. I think it's that one locked. That's it. That's unlocking the. You can see already that jumped up in size. Now, if I scroll out now, see how big the chest is now. Let's go this way a little bit. And oh, don't want to do that. I can't go up any further than that. They're already at the highest height of this map, which is wrong because I'm losing my end of my corner of my map there, which is no good. Get missing. I'd have to. Change that. This is an old map that I've done other maps since then, so I'm learning all the time on these things and new bits and pieces. But you can see how bigger how much bigger they are now compared to what they were. And that was with that one, which is I assume is the zoom in, zoom out with the little compass, not compass. Oh, what's it called? Magnifying glass. That's it. And this one's got the little window, so it sort of locks the window. I don't know. But anyway, I found if I could do one, I think it's one or the other. I think it's that way round. Yeah, they come up to this big size. But when I scroll in, they stay at that size. It's jumping over to the right there for some reason. Let's get right over. That's as far as we can go. Right, if I oh, get the right one up. If I change it over. That one's open. Ooh. That one's open and that one's closed. So it's the magnifier closed and the windows locked, open, I should say. Go, I've done it again. Come out of that. That's it. I just want to get him out of that. When I scroll down with my middle mouse key, they shrink down to the size that I want. So I can get the scale I want, which is great, which I didn't think I was going to get at one point, but I did, and now I've got them small enough. I can go even smaller, tiny, tiny, tiny. As you can see, the map's really protruding, but that's far too small. I don't need them that small. But I don't lose any picture value of the images, which is good, even though I've gone right down to that size. I'm thinking, I think it's a matter of taste really, as to what you really want to view, how close you want to view them. But let's just move them over here a minute. So I want to get over the side of the map. Yeah, so there's the chest. I want to compare it with the chest. The chest is 164 px, megapixels, or whatever you want to call it, and that seems to be okay too. Keep grabbing the wrong bit. Must get my hand in the right place before I start pressing the button. Looking at door size, you see, I was trying to work out would he still be big enough to get him through the door, so I could probably, oh, done it again. Must not catch them with your hand on them. I'll zoom him up a bit so I can get him. It possibly looks like he'd fit under that door or in that door. Even in the Hobbit he has to bend over to get in through doors, and the chest is an appropriate sort of scale as well. I think that's quite good enough, so I've managed to get that by working it out. So you're getting my, if I was playing with you and I wanted to play at this scale, then I would obviously send them to you at that scale anyway, so you won't have to do anyway, I don't think. I don't know if that works that way. You might turn around and say, no, it comes as the original image and I have to scale it down. Well, I could easily tell you what scale, well, you can see by my figure. I could put some figure in just so you can scale up to that figure or to that piece. The doors from now on I'm going to be doing this baby float. I'm going to be doing doors as the smiles, that one's small. That's why I haven't used this map, because it's not quite right. It was only a trial thing, and that's why I gave it out to other people to play around with. I know they're going to find things wrong with it, but you can see he'd never get under that door now, would he? And another thing is, you don't hide behind them either. If you try and put him to hide behind the door, he pops on the other side of it. So that's because I've done it not transparent. If I'd done it transparent, he would have probably stayed. See that one as well. So I've coloured them in, or haven't done them. What's that word? Can't remember the word. See-through. That's it. If I'd have done it see-through, then they would have hidden behind it. But then I couldn't see the point of that, because if they were hidden behind it, you'd see them through the door. So you'd know they were there. So it's no good hiding behind the door you can see through, is there? It's a bit silly, really. So yeah, so these characters have gone up the scale now. Oh, see, they're too big for the doors, but I can zoom in and then I can lock. I think it's changing it over basically. Lock that one and open that one. Oh, I've done him again. Now come out and it stays as it is. So that's something I learned myself. I didn't realise how that worked, but that's been very handy to learn. And now everything stays to the scale I want it to, which is great. So you just got to remember, you've got to have one open, one locked, one open, and you'll be fine. So I've learnt from that little lesson. Plus I like this because I didn't lose my resolution on him that much. He lost a little bit, I think, but he's not that too bad. Depends on your own opinion really, whether you like to be able to see your characters. If you're going to play this type of isometric game, then it's not point having characters if you can't see them, is there? So I thought, well, let's get it to the right scale that I can see the characters, look at them close up. Now another idea I had was, I think it's this one. No, not that one. Must be off the map. That's it. Pointers. Now before I gave on my other video I gave an eye token out, which you place around showing that you were looking in that direction. Well, I thought we could use a cone. Oh, get it right a minute. No. Yeah. No, that's done it again. Dunk. No, it's got to be off him. Right click, pointers, cone. Oh. Cone. We could use the cone for viewing, because that goes all the way around, not just for spells but for viewing as well. So you could say, well, I can see that far, because it seems to go quite a distance, even though it doesn't look appropriate. I think it's a good way of showing view. Oh, you're looking in that direction. It doesn't have to be accurate, like you say, well, your own personal vision is not 360 degrees, it's only 90 degrees, sort of roughly 90 degrees from your front, at an angle of about 45 degrees. It's all you can see at the best of times anyway, and if it's in the dark you wouldn't be able to see that much, but that way you could show that's the way I'm looking. Or if not, you could change it to a pointer. If we can get that to go, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that pointer there. Get another one up. Play the pointer, and use the arrow, and then we could point an arrow in the direction that you were looking. You say, oh, I want to look at through that wall. No, you could look through the wall, but if you could look through a wall, you'd see over towards the stairs. So that way you could use the pointers, which would be a good use of the pointers, and you can change the angle of the pointer, which is good. So you can look around all 360 degrees with that if you want to, but you'd have to be spinning round, obviously, and pay a penalty for spinning or something like that, getting dizzy or whatever. I'll get me dizzy doing that myself. But anyway, that was just another idea I had, and then you can get rid of it when you're not using it. So it's easy enough to get rid of them and get them, as long as you don't click on the character itself. You get them up and go to the pointer, and you can take your pick there and minimise. I'm not sure what that means, but that's minimise the map. I see. Right. Okay, that minimised the map and centred it as well. What did it? Don't know. Did it? No, maybe not. But yeah, I definitely need to put a bit more edge around my maps. Oops, sorry about that. Helmet's going by. But yeah, definitely need to put a bit more on that top bit there anyway. So I'll do that in future. That's another thing I'm learning from this experience. So I hope you've enjoyed this little show, and I hope it's informed you in some way. If it hasn't, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to help those who are less fortunate than myself, who can't work these things out, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the game a lot more, and hopefully with my new system, hopefully, if you bother to download it and whatever. Obviously I'm not going to be doing it for free, because I can't afford to do it for free, because it's my time I'm using up, and I don't want to charge the earth. Obviously I'm not going to charge the earth. I just got a few dollars, pounds, whatever you want to call them. I'm pounds because I'm in England, but just for a bit of my time, so that I don't spend all my time doing it for nothing. And I think you'll appreciate the fact that I'm doing a lot of work here, and if you have have done any yourself, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So okay, that's it for now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Ho 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 ho.